and welcome back to Hertha Hero with Hertha Berlin on Football Manager 2020. Today we are coming back a little bit early for the first part of this video because we have had our youth intake. As you can see, Alpha Junior from Guinea-Bissau is a 1.5 star ability, 5-star potential centre back. Ooh. I feel so lucky. 15 years old for the Guinea-Bissau defender who can play right back, left back, or defensive midfielder. Not terrible. He's decent for 15. 1.5 stars. I'm not so sure right now, to be fair. I think laid back, casual person who oozes calmness. He's casual. I didn't actually look at the reports. I just saw 5-star potential and I was like, look, I'll bring you back. You have to see this. Considered a leader, but he's casual. Interesting. I'm definitely going to give him a contract. I'm looking at the right back here as well, Abling, who looks decent. He's also 15, so not the worst in the world. We have a couple of other random nations that have popped up. We have a Turkish and a Portuguese. I looked to see second nationalities. We have a guy from Cameroon, Austria, and Serbia. We'll see how their game against the under-19s go, but this guy definitely getting brought in. Quick update on who we drew in the Euro Cup. We have gotten Zurich, and if we beat Zurich, we play Bromby or Bate Borisov in the next round. So hopefully we can do that. But as you can see, since last episode you were here, we drew 0-0 with Schalke. It wasn't a great game. Riga picked up a knock. Esposito picked up a knock. Lvly was suspended for this game, so it wasn't ideal. And then we lost to Bayer Leverkusen. Kai George got a goal, and I was delighted. But Alec picked up an injury 20 odd minutes in. So Tommy Asu came in and played really rather well. But other than that, we were pretty crap. So they scored in the 41st. We equalised in the 43rd, just after half time. Their other striker scored, and then he scored again in the 71st minute. We just had no answers to them. It was so very frustrating. So, like I said, the next part of this episode will be either Zurich or Bayern Munich, depending on how we get on in the first leg against Zurich. And regardless, we are sitting 4th in the league because of that defeat to Bayer Leverkusen and the fact we've drawn with Schalke. So, conveniently, luckily, happily for me, Borussia Mönchengladbach are sitting 16th, and I really want them to go down. So that's always nice. So we will be back in just a second for one of the two games, either the second leg against Zurich or the Bayern Munich game. So stay right where you are. Alright, fellas, back now for the Zurich game. The youth candidates, they got beaten by the under-19s. Still signed a few of the lads. They performed admirably against a couple of our first team players who needed a bit of match fitness. So I don't blame them for losing, but we did sign a few. But we are, as you can see, coming into this game on the back of a defeat to Zurich. We lost 2-1. I didn't take them seriously enough in the first leg. So hopefully we can go into this one doing a little bit better. Kai George and Velasco are both injured, which is just fantastic. Both out with hamstring injuries. Different hamstring injuries, but hamstring injuries nonetheless. League-wise, we won't actually discuss the league just yet. We're gonna keep that one a little secret for now. You saw the last result I looked at was the Bayer Leverkusen game, I want to say. Yeah, it would have been Bayer Leverkusen. Then we went and beat Wolfsburg 4-1. Kuskundere scored an absolute... Kai George managed to get himself his first goals in 1.5, 2 months. It was a long time. I was scared for a while. Piatek also scored, and Esposito missed a penalty. So, yeah, it's just one of those days. Then against Fortuna Dusseldorf, we won 3-1, quite convincing. Velasco then picked up an injury quite early in the game, which was annoying. Then against Zurich, Kai George went off after, I think it was 7 minutes or 11 minutes or something like that. He got beaten 2-1. They scored a last-minute winner, which was frustrating. We defended. We played quite well. We just couldn't seem to get an actual goal against them. Kai George went off in the 11th minute with an injury, which... And then we beat Stuttgart 3-2. Squeaky bum time. They scored twice in 60, like within 60 to 70 minutes. I nearly shitted when they scored both those goals because they went full on attack for the final half hour. We managed to just keep them at bay. So league wise, nobody seems to want to win the league this year. I've noticed plenty of teams have dropped points. As you can see, we're 4 points clear, and we've not had exceptional form. But Bayern Munich have been dropping points. Bayer Leverkusen have been dropping points. Wolfsburg are beating the teams around them, but not beating the teams lower down. Leipzig have been dropping points. Everybody seems to just... No, like I said, nobody really wants to win by the looks of it. Like, Bayer Leverkusen have 3 defeats in their last 5. Munich have 2 defeats in their last 5. Leipzig have been in probably the best form. 2 draws, 3 wins. It's not terrible. But we go into this game today knowing we need to win. We have an away goal, but still, this is how we're lining up. We have Rios Novo in goal, Kuskondere and Nets as our wingbacks, Jorgeo and Garavidal as our centre-backs, Lvly and Arne Meyer in central midfield. Mina, who's back from his injury but struggling to get back to the form he was in previously. Jonathan David on the left, Esposito and Piatek up front. I know Esposito's not had... He's been average at best recently, but without Kai George, you kind of have to play him. As you can see, there is a player I don't think you've ever seen before, Marion Brown, who I think no, he doesn't. He came to one of our youth intakes. Quite a good player. He's wanted by Schalke. According to this, he's a Bundesliga player, or Bundesliga level, I think. Where is it? He's a fairly consistent performer, which is fantastic. Currently operating at Bundesliga level. So he's going to sit on the bench today, because why not? He's never actually played a competitive game, because he's just been sitting in the under-19s since he arrived, unfortunately for him. But this is how we're lining up. I'm hoping that between Piatek and Despacito and Jonathan David, they can at least score 1 goal. If Kuskondere can do what he did previously when he scored an absolute bullet of a goal, that would be fantastic. We do have the away goal, but we only have 1 away goal, and we lost the first leg, so we need to dominate today. And I'm going to tell the players as much, because we're expected to win this tournament. We are favourites. They're still playing with the 2 DMs, which they did in the last one, and I think that nullified our strikers, and just our midfield couldn't do anything remotely good. So we're playing quite well league-wise. Well, we're playing fine league-wise. It's not been amazing in the first leg. This Jorgeo hits the wall. Jorgeo's free kicks have been fantastic all year, and then hits the wall in this game. And Zurich, who, to be fair, I should have taken him more seriously when they beat Celtic. Mahi just ran the entire length of the pitch, and then Savazli gives away a penalty. Hot forward 20. I should probably go back to calling him Zapazali like I used to, because that's my way of pronouncing his name. It is a penalty. Of course it's a penalty. We know it's a penalty. It's obviously going... I love how Mahi made it, and they're just going to take it off him. He ran the entire length of the pitch. Fabian Schär. Yeah, Rios Novo. Yeah, get in. Rios Novo. Back in for today. Zumbere. There was literally no Zurich player in the box. They were obviously expecting us to clear it, and Jorgeo heads just over. Please tell me this is going to be a game where Jorgeo is the one that misses everything. Esposito puts it over again. I can feel it in my bones. Right, we are going to demand more. Come on, Esposito. Somebody, please, close him down. Arne Meyer wins the ball. Gets it to Carlos Mina. Esposito. straight at the keeper. Oh, Piatek, he's not taking any shit today. Piatek almost kills a man. Interestingly, Carlos Mina, the player I was saying, who was having a poor game recently, is playing the best, and Esposito gets a goal. So now it's level, but we will go through on away goals, which is very important. I'm pretty sure away goals counts in this tournament. Cuscondere, Mina, keeper came out, but kind of half came out, half didn't, half kind of went, yeah, what am I going to do? And it didn't work out for him. As you can see, didn't really work out. Also, the sun has come out since the last part of my recording, so I'm a little dark on one side, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Arne Meyer's booked, it's fine, Arne Meyer doesn't get sent off. Piatek, clean through, keeper makes a fantastic save, but Mina picks it back up, can't get the crossover. Mina with the corner, Jorginho, gets cleared, but Esposito picks it up, supposedly. Oh, it's pinged in off Piatek's head. Esposito shot. Hits Piatek in the head and goes into the back of the net. That is just what you want to see. I suppose Piatek probably doesn't want to get clattered in the face by a ball travelling. Oh, he kind of knew about it. So the first half hour we've done quite well. Rios Novo takes control of the ball. What's he going to do with it? That can't be the highlight. We are on key highlights, right? We are. Rios Novo, Garvidal, Jorginho, Mina. Basically, what happens now is if we go to, if it's a draw at the end of the game. Jonathan David, 19th of the season, get in. If they score, if the aggregate's 5-5, then they'll obviously go through because they'll have scored 3 away goals. But they're not going to, because we're 4-0 up on the night within half an hour, or just over half an hour. We're cruising, lads. We're cruising. Give the lads a bit of praise just before halftime. You're doing fantastic, boys. Fabian Schär missed a penalty, and I think that may have been their only real opportunity to win this game. Cuscondere doesn't give away the penalty. Although, to be fair, I was half expecting it. If that was Verbelski, he would have given away that penalty. Interestingly, Verbelski is actually playing for the under-23 German Olympic team or something. I don't know what it is, but he's playing for him. So, Mina, Esposito, turns his man. Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty, by the way, everyone stopped. It was not, as you can see. It went out for a goal kick. I was going to say a corner. Went out for a goal kick. Jonathan David runs forward, passes it to nobody, but I keep saying Yerry Mina. Carlos Mina picks it up. Esposito, Meyer, nets. Ooh, Luca. Half time. We go in 4-0 up. They've missed a penalty. I'm going to say you're doing well, but don't let your focus drop. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Very happy with how you're performing. Go get them, boys. Don't get complacent. If I see anyone get complacent, they're coming straight off, because I won't have it. Ask the lads for a bit of creativity. Jorginho's pressured by it, but it's all good. Don't worry about it, brothers. Arne Meyer might take Meyer off. Jorginho, that was never going in, but the keeper pushed it wide just to make sure. Mina, Nathan heads it away. David. Our left side, if Michael plays, is entirely Canadian, which is Scooter will be delighted with that. Alright, Jorginho, you've picked up a booking. I'm going to take you off for Tornariga. I did say Arne Meyer was going to come off. He's quite fit, so his fitness is still quite good, so I'm not going to take him off. I'm going to move Jonathan David up front instead of Piatek. But make Jonathan David the advance forward. Esposito can be the complete. Piatek's coming off for Brown. We leave it at that now for now. I don't want to make all my substitutions in the 67 minutes because we have had quite the amount of injuries recently. Whether it be in matches or in training, we have had a substantial amount of players pick up knocks. So I am fully aware that it's probably going to happen again. Jonathan David is true. Couldn't quite get there. But he brings back Brown. And Esposito heads just over. Maybe I should have taken Esposito off. No, I think I did the right thing. Brown, making his Hertha debut today, interestingly. He's making it in the European Championship game. Arne Meyer, his third of the season. I think it's safe to say we can make a substitution now. Gonna move Esposito to right wing. Mina is gonna come off for Vinicius Popo. I'd have to say, I think we bought the wrong Vinicius. Vinicius Jr. has been doing fantastically well. Vinicius Popo, not so much. But Arne Meyer, boshing him in, doesn't score many, but when he does, they are beautiful and spectacular. And he's currently off doing another leadership course because he is the ultimate captain. He gets every single player to just stop. If they're complaining about something, they just... Arne Meyer tells them stop and they go, okay, no problem. He leads by example. Zapazali gets 2 for the tackle, but the Zurich player gets away with it. They would need to score 5 goals or 4 goals in the next 6 minutes for us to not go through. So I feel like I shouldn't have bothered showing this game. I feel like we should have done the Bayern Munich game. Might just do that in the next episode. Although we're at the point now where we're not quite at the title winning part of the season, and I don't want to count my chickens before they fuck. So Brown almost scores on his debut. So I'm not going to tempt fate. We will come back at some point when it gets closer to title winning time. Turner Riga heads just over. We've been dominant in this game. 36 shots, 20 on target to their 4. We've had 5 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances to their 2 clear-cut. We were dominant. Passionate, nice victory, well done. Man of the match, Esposito. Great reaction in the second half. Jonathan David, you were fantastic as well. Absolutely delighted. That was amazing. Well done, boys. I'm going to tell Mina that he deserved a breather, because I want him to know when he plays well. I find that if you tell a player why you take them off, sometimes it helps. Sometimes, well, a lot of the time it doesn't make a difference. But if the player is going through a patch of bad form and then they have a good game, but you take them off, just telling them why is quite a good idea, because it makes them think. They're like, okay, he didn't take me off because I was playing badly. He took me off because I wasn't fully fit or something, you know. We do have a Pokal semi-final, which I completely forgotten about, against Hamburg coming up. We're going to be playing Bromby in the next round of the Euro Cup Conference League 2 semi-final thing. Still don't know what the name of this thing is. I didn't think we were going to have to be playing in it this year when we got into the Champions League so early. As you can tell, I'm stalling because I don't know what the next lot of games are. So I know we've Bayern Munich and Hamburg because they're in front of me, but I don't know what games come after that. So if we beat Hamburg, I know we get into the final of the Pokal. Don't know who we'd be playing in the final of said Pokal. We could actually have 2 finals at the end of the season if we can get past Hamburg and if we can get past Bromby. I'm guessing it's Bromby. This is taking way longer than expected. I thought this was going to be like a fast, we don't have many leagues loaded. I was expecting it to just kind of like fly by. Okay, here we go. We're going to be playing Bromby, who went through 5-3 on aggregate in their game. Napoli came back to win their game 6-5 on aggregate. Jeez. And Rio Ave go through on away goals. So it's an interesting group. Rio Ave, you have to say, Rio Ave definitely wouldn't be the ones that you'd expect to get through their game. we go and play Brøndby the 27th of April. So it's not too far. It's 2 weeks from today. Superb in front of goal, buddy. Well done. Fixture rearrangements. So we have Borussia Dortmund in the final batch of league games. So it's same as last time. If we don't smash Brøndby in the Euro Cup 2 semi-final leg 1, we'll come back for the second leg. If it's close like it was in the first leg against Zurich, if we're just dominating them, we'll come back for Borussia Dortmund, because in terms of league, we could be in a situation where things are going quite well. We're not going to have Kai George for the rest of the season, which is so very frustrating. He's just picking up his form again. But what can I say? Fantastic for the majority of the season. Did have that down part to the season, which, not ideal. But yeah, we're at the business end of the season now, boys. We're at the business end of the season. So, like I said, Brøndby, Euro Cup Conference League 2 semi-final, second leg. If the first leg is close, otherwise, Borussia Dortmund in the next episode. So, if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!